Hello there, everybody. My name is D.A. Stevens. Went online formally by the name of Gerg, not Greg, a couple of other different names as well. And I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about why I'm making this shift at this point. And it really just has to do with the fact that I've always wanted to be a voiceover artist. I've always wanted to become a voice actor, to become a narrator, do audiobooks, something like that. I've always wanted to do voiceover. And with that, I'm wanting to start to make the shift into presenting myself more as a voice actor, as a voiceover artist. So from now on, my Twitter is going to be reflecting that. My YouTube channel, if I decide to do anything with that, it'll be reflecting that as well. And something else that I wanted to talk about, based off a conversation that I've had with some of my friends since I've made this change, since I've started making this change, is the concept of wanting to create something, but not necessarily knowing what it is that you want to create. And I think that a lot of us that are wanting to break out into the field of online entertainment, whether that be as a Twitch streamer, a podcaster, a YouTuber, we all sort of struggle with what is it that we're going to do? What is it that we're going to move on to present online to other people as a creative, if you will. And I wanted to talk a little bit about the block that I've been having recently. So, ever since the pandemic has started, I've bought a lot of different audio equipment. I'm actually using some of that brand new equipment right now to record this video or podcast, whatever you want to call it. The biggest challenge that I had was, what is it exactly that I wanted to say? Because I had spent, quite a bit of money on the equipment that I'm using, not only for this, but, I also use it for work. It's multi-purpose while I'm in this remote environment. And the biggest block was just like, okay, well, now that I have all this stuff, what am I going to do with it? And my first thought was like, okay, well, I'll start using it to record a demo. But of course, that brings me back into, okay, cool, I'll record a demo for voiceover, but what am I going to say for that demo? So kind of end up back at square one. One of my friends, they were talking about wanting to start a podcast with another one of their friends, our friends, rather. And he had recorded a podcast as kind of like a pilot, if you will, and moving on to, maybe trying out something else. And I think that that's a completely fair strategy. You're not going to know if something is going to work or not unless you actually try it out, right? And so think of this current audio recording as trying something out. So I'm going to try best I can to upload what I call DA's AD, DA's audio diary, if you will, and kind of just illuminate a little bit on what I've been doing, when it comes to pursuing the goal of becoming a voiceover artist. And so I felt like for that, I wanted to talk a little bit about what I've done this year to try and achieve that goal. It's New Year's Eve as I'm recording this, and so I feel it's only fair that I talk a little bit about my 2020 leading into wanting to become a voice actor in 2021. So this year, when it comes to voiceover, I probably have done the least of anything that I've ever done to try and become a voiceover artist, besides maybe the last 2 years before this, now that I think about it. But anyway, I purchased quite a bit of audio equipment. Right now, you're listening to me on my Electro Voice RE20. I also have a WA87, as well as a Telefunken M81. I bought those 3 microphones. I sold off my AKG P220 to my good friend Jen, who's now using it for her Twitch streams, as far as I know. Haven't checked in. Also bought myself a brand new audio interface, upgraded from the AudioBox 1 to the SSL 2, solid state logic SSL 2. Very nice audio interface, I really do have to say. I also got myself a Zoom H6 portable recorder, which I'm using for recording a little bit more professionally. Right now I'm in front of my computer doing this a little bit of a talk. Got myself a boom arm, got myself a brand new mic stand, I got myself a host of new cables, pop filters, and all that sort of stuff. I've bought quite a bit of audio equipment this year to try and sound more professional, number one, for my job since I'm working remotely, but also achieve more of the kind of sound that I'm wanting for my recordings. And I don't know if I entirely have that just yet, but I'm definitely a lot closer to what I feel I want from my sound that I can record from my home to present myself professionally. Other than that, I purchased the Isotope RX8 audio editor, the Elements edition, so it's the basic one. Trying it out right now for this audio recording, and seems like a pretty user-friendly, for the most part, interface. Need to spend a little bit more time with it to learn more about the inner minutia of it all. I have recorded a couple of video walkthroughs for work. I have been lecturing online, live instruction for work as well. So I've definitely had opportunities to continue being an orator, live and in person, but I haven't really had the opportunity to sit down and record anything. And that's more imposed by myself. When we get to the weekends, I typically am just kind of like, all right, cool. This is my free time. I'm going to go ahead and spend it, how I want. I'm going to play NBA 2K, or I'm going to, play Yakuza Like a Dragon is another one I've been playing a lot recently. Just sit down on my computer, play some games, and, just kind of zone out a little bit. And the downside of that, of course, is that I haven't really had any attention put onto what I really want to do. And so my New Year's resolution is twofold. Number one, stop buying stuff off of Amazon. I bought so much off of Amazon. Obviously, audio equipment as well was involved with that. But I've just bought so much stuff from Amazon this year, being remote, and need to cut that out. So resolution number one, stop buying stuff off of Amazon. Resolution number two is to record my demo. I need to record my voiceover demo next year. And that's just a goal I'm setting for myself. Next year, I turn 30, and I want to at least have said in my 20s that I've given becoming a voiceover artist a fair shot, if you will. And I think the first thing to do for myself is really to record that voiceover demo. So that way I can start really trying to achieve this goal. So that's going to do it for the first DAAD, the DA audio diary. Hope that y'all enjoy it. Hope that y'all take the time to kind of listen to this. It's more a stream of consciousness is really the idea of what's going on here. I might be doing a podcast in the future. Again, I think I just need to find the right idea. But I do want to continue to do these audio diaries just to kind of document how things have been going for me while I achieve this far out dream of mine. So thank you all for listening. I really do hope that y'all appreciate it. If you have any feedback on the recording at all, feel free to go ahead and throw it at me. I Really would appreciate it. Y'all have a great rest of your day, and happy almost New Year. Hope that 2021 is a better year for all of us. So, see y'all later.